Listen guys, you're gonna want to pay attention to this video here because I'm going over a few important things that I personally have learned over the past 5 years as an adult living here in Albuquerque, and it took me moving out of here and moving back to really make the comparison and really understand what this wonderful place has to offer. So grab your pen and your pad and let's get into today's video. There's probably a ton of different reasons why you're actually looking to move down to Albuquerque or New Mexico in general. And we want to make sure that we can give you the best information possible straight from the horse's mouth, guys, right? Because being a local, there's a ton of different things that a lot of people don't get to say on the internet, but lucky enough that we're here to present this information to you. So if you are planning on moving down here because you got a new job, you work remotely, and you want to live in a place that's a little bit more affordable, or you're just looking to downsize your life and you want to live in an area that has more outdoor access, slower pace of living, and shorter commutes, because that's super important. We're going to be getting into that in today's video. And if this is your first time tuning into the Living in Albuquerque channel, welcome guys. My name is Eli. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you guys never miss out on any videos, because we are dropping videos like this every week talking about what our beautiful city and state here have to offer. Now, if you guys are planning on moving down here within the next 90 days, shoot, even the next year, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line, and me and my team are licensed brokers here in the state of New Mexico, and we love to help you out with those real estate needs. And if you are planning on moving down here, there's a link in the description below that will allow you to download a free relocation guide. Now, what does a young 31-year-old like me have to say about the slower pace of living? Because honestly, sometimes I feel like I've lived a few different lives in this short 31 years, and what I have to give to you guys is personally just letting you know what to expect when it comes to this topic. And that's going to be, you are going to spend a lot more time outdoors. Your quality of life is going to go up because you are going to feel a little bit more present, because you're not going to feel super rushed and feel like you have to get things done right away. And that's the overall culture, right? Super relaxed, super chill. And for the majority of the part, people really just enjoy each other's company. Like, community is super huge down here. So the slower pace of living just attributes to every aspect of life here, to be honest with you guys. Whether you're looking to search for a community, you're wanting to spend more time outdoors, shoot, you even want shorter commutes from work and home and all that stuff, it's going to be about less than 30 minutes versus an hour plus in some major metro areas. You're not going to be spending most of your day in a daily commute that is going to be daunting and dreading. And for the most part, if you do spend time in traffic, there is going to be some sightseeing here in Albuquerque that actually is pretty cool. Like, if you are heading east in the mornings, you are going to have this beautiful painted mountainside that you get to look at that almost looks like it's fake. I tell people all the time that the mountains look like they're unreal. They're just a figment of our imagination. It's crazy. And then if you are heading west, you get to drive over the river, through the Bosque and all that stuff, and there's just so much that you can take advantage of when it comes down to that aspect. So quality of life is going to go up. A lot of people have told me that, and I personally experienced that when I moved back from New York, and I gotta tell you guys that I took it for granted, for one, and when I moved back, I really compared and contrast my overall feeling when I moved back, and it felt like a weight was lifted off because I didn't feel super rushed. I feel like there was an urgency to get somewhere, or to get things done. People here were like, we can always get it done tomorrow. So it was pretty cool to experience that again. The second topic that I want to bring up in this video is going to be the cost of living. I do a ton of these videos, guys, and it's for a reason. Majority of the people that are hitting us up to actually relocate to Albuquerque are concerned about this, and they want to know the comparison between their city that they're currently living in versus what we have to offer here in Albuquerque. And just to kind of paint an overall picture for you guys, on average, a home here in Albuquerque is going to run you about $330,000. Now, most major cities are running 700 plus. Now, when it comes down to utilities, basic utilities, about 150 bucks a month. And then, of course, groceries are going to be about 10 to 20% less here. So with that being said, you're going to save a ton of money. A lot of people that I know personally make, just to shy over $100,000 a year. That's either on a single income or a double income, and they live pretty comfortable. I mean, pretty well, to be honest with you guys, if you know how to make that dollar stretch. And that's another important topic. If you are retiring, this is a great opportunity for you, because you're going to be able to make that dollar stretch. You can purchase a house under $400,000 in a great area and still have a ton of money left over to basically live off of. So if you are looking for that, if you sold your house in one of these other major cities and now you got some equity that you're sitting on and you want to purchase a house cash here, we've helped a ton of people do that, and they are living like, you know, royalty here. I mean, that might be over exaggerating it, but to be honest with you guys, they tell us nothing but great things when they are actually looking to relocate here just to even retire. If there's one thing that I did take advantage of when I moved away from New Mexico, was the accessibility to all the great outdoor things that I could do. Living in a concrete jungle, we had to drive a few hours away just to even experience some outdoor nature, trees and all that stuff. Here in Albuquerque, even though it is a high desert, we have a pretty diverse landscape. So you are able to experience all this great nature and trails and all this stuff within like 15 to 20 minutes from your house. So with that being said, for me personally, it was more or less just getting outside and enjoying good weather, because the 300 plus days of sunny weather that we get here made it super easy for us to just get outside virtually any day that we wanted to. So most weekends for us as a family, like right now, my son's jumping on a trampoline causing a ruckus, and it's the middle of winter, guys, and we're out here with light jackets on because it's pretty nice. Not super dark clouds in the sky like there was yesterday, but even yesterday it was still pretty nice to get outside. So if that's something that you enjoy, you're an outdoor lover, you're a nature lover, you're somebody that enjoys hikes, and you're somebody that just wants to be able to get outside whenever you want to, Albuquerque is going to be a perfect fit. Never in a million years would I thought that I'd have a conversation with somebody about overpopulation, because I really don't see that happening here for, gosh, maybe another 10 to 15 years. So right now, going into 2025, Albuquerque is still a great fit for somebody who wants to feel like they're, you know, got some breathing room, I guess, you know, to put it into the simplest of terms. Most major cities, and I've had this conversation with a few people just recently, are starting to feel super populated, like overpopulated. I mean, talking about almost 2 million people in one city gets pretty crazy. It gets pretty daunting when you want to go outside or want to go to a downtown and enjoy a beer or enjoy a restaurant, whatever it is. Going outside of your house, you almost already expect that you are probably going to be sitting in traffic and dealing with a ton of people. And when you are talking about Albuquerque in comparison, you're talking about a little over 500,000 people, so a fraction of what these other people are experiencing in our city. So that whole relaxed pace and all that stuff, maybe it's attributed to that because we don't have a ton of people that live here. So when you do want to get outside, guys, it's going to be something that you actually get to enjoy, because in most cases, unless it's like the balloon fiesta, there isn't going to be a whole lot of people on the road. There isn't going to be a ton of people at the stores and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty cool to see. If it's one thing that irks me about most major metro areas, is that people are so busy and in their own worlds that they can't even stop to say hi to you. And yes, we deal with that from time to time here in Albuquerque, but for the majority of the case, I'd say about 80% of the time, most people are gonna stop to say hi to you, compliment you, have a conversation with you, and you're gonna find very quickly that most people are searching for that when they move down here. They want to have this sense of community with like-minded human beings and people with a similar interest, that they want to be able to do these things without really feeling the pressure of doing it. And personally, I'm somebody who enjoys being home, but when I do go outside of the house, my wife hates this, by the way, I do end up making friends or meeting new people or just having conversations with random strangers all the time. I don't know, maybe it's a superpower that I have, but I really do enjoy how you get to actually spend time with human beings here without feeling the urgency and the pressure of just kind of passing them by without really caring about one another. So community is super strong here versus other major metro areas, and I'm sure that some of these cities do have great communities, but for the most part here, Albuquerque really prides himself on that. Alrighty guys, we've come to the end of this video and my kiddos are getting ready for me to play with them. So we're gonna call it here at this point. So if you are looking to move to a city that is more affordable, has a better sense of community, and easy access to the outdoors that gives you a better quality of life, we may want to have a conversation about you actually looking to relocate down here. And that number popping up on the screen is my direct line, and I love to chat with you to talk about what you're looking to change about your current situation in the city that you're living in. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to play. We're gonna set up a goalie net that he got for Christmas, and you're probably watching this before New Year's, so happy New Year's to you and your family and your loved ones. Have a good one, be safe. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.